Hi everyone, I am Chad Everett from Galaxy Productions and VBoca, and I'd like to go over on establishing a budget for your mitzvah. So if you're planning a mitzvah, obviously this is your first time doing it. It's hard to really know where you'll be at totally when you're out the door on spending the money to celebrate this event. So let's go over, we're gonna start from 75 adults and 50 kids. Now this number is a good number for an event. If you change the adult number, obviously your budget's gonna have to go up. If you change the kids number, it doesn't move as much. So we're gonna first do based on utilizing a venue that doesn't own anything, very minimal stuff. They might have some tables and chairs, but you still need to bring in chairs because you want nicer ones. So let's say a temple or a country club. So first, there's normally not a venue fee, so that would be zero. But however, you do have to decorate the place. Now, decorations means not draping the room, because that can be additional. This would be like centerpieces, some perimeter decor, maybe a cool custom VIP lounge, but you're in the $12,000 range for that, utilizing some furniture to make the kids area cool, a cool entrance to the event. So when you walk in, it's really neat. This is not a lot of signage for like custom printing of wrapping dance floors. That would be an additional budget. This is not including rentals of tables and chairs. That would be under a different item that we'll go to down here. So first, about $12,000. Now that can range from $8,000 to even higher. I mean, it really ranges, but let's just do the average. That's a really nice room. So here we have the entertainment. Most popular entertainment is going from anywhere from $6,500 to $10,000. So let's do 85 to be safe. And decor is going anywhere from, I would say, $10,000 to $20,000. So we're going to be safe in the middle. Then we have lighting. This is like video walls or lasers or special effect items that's really popular right now. So usually the average LED wall that's out there that you're seeing the images of is around $4,000, sometimes $3,500, sometimes $4,000. But let's be safe. Let's do $4,000 because you have delivery and taxes and all that good stuff. Then you have printing like wrap dance floors, maybe a custom sign, or things of that nature. So, and then you might have signs by the bar. You know, a lot of people put signs everywhere, and it adds up pretty fast. But let's do just a wrap dance floor and maybe a couple signs. The average wrap dance floor right now, when you're doing like a full color or really cool wrap dance floor, is about $3,500, and then you have additional costs, maybe some signs for the bar or maybe some stick-ons for the bathroom. So let's do this to be safe at $4,000, okay? And you can see how quick this adds up. Planning services. Now, some clients try to plan on their own. However, that's usually, if you're going to do that, you still want a day of. So let's just say basic day of event planner. A good one that's going to come in about a month prior to help you organize and get situated on certain things of rental orders and creating a timeline, working along with some of your vendors to help get organized. You're going to want to get a good one because it could make it a lot more difficult if you don't. It's not worth having a planner if you don't get one that's about a month out services. So let's say that is about $2,500. Then you have rentals. This would be tables, chairs, linens, things of that nature, chargers. So I'm gonna give you a budget for that. Let's say $2,200. Now that's low, considering that it can add up pretty quick, depending on what type of linens you pick out or chairs and tables. But just to give a total number to get this to understand how a budget is established. Then you have here cocktail hour activities. Now, and this can include photo booths and things of that nature. This number has gone all over the board now because of the photo booths being so popular and activities like games in the cocktail hour could add up really fast. So this is a low budget at $2,500 because that could just be a photo booth at that much, depending on what type of one you use. So I'm going to do that at $3,500 for you guys, just to get an idea. And then photography can range anywhere from $4,000 to $12,000, depending on what type of photography and video you're doing. So photography and video together, I'm gonna put here $12,000 to get a good photographer and a good videographer. All right, now we have invitations. That's another thing that can range, but I'm going to do $2,800. That's going to be invitations and postal. Now, if you get plexiglass and things of that nature, it can even add up even more. So to be safe, this is the average. We'll be at $2,800. A little bit above average, but that's a good one. Favors, these are giveaways like shirts, hoodies, and maybe some party favors you want to give out on the dance floor for the event. But these are printed goods as well as fun things. So I'm going to do that at $2,300. It's a good safe bet that you'll be. Now, a lot of people want things as they go out, like fun foods or fun desserts. I'm going to budget about $1,500. Security is important, and valet, I'm going to budget about $650 for both valet and security. Bathroom attendant, I recommend about $200. Tips, a lot of people overlook this and don't put it in a budget, but this is a low number for tips because it adds up quickly because you got to tip everybody. So, but this is about a low number to give you an idea. So usually adults are about $150 for catering per person, but I'll do $125. We'll just see. And then the beverages are about, liquor is about $55 per head. And then the teens, we're going to do at $60 a person. And then, of course, you have a service charge that's on top of this. It's going to be more than this. So I'm going to put $3,000 to be safe. And then these are some others, just $10 per kid, per person for additional cost for adults for other things like place cards and things of that nature. So that puts you at $7,800 right there. So I mean $78,000 or $79,000. I'm sorry, $79,240. So you can see how quick this can add up. Now, how do I save money? How do I get the most value for my dollar when planning an event? So I'm going to show you, if you have a venue that is cool and owns a lot of things, what happens and how this budget can change pretty fast and give you the same look and feel and excitement and great party. So let's do it based on VBOCA. So VBOCA, the fixed rate is usually about $8,000 for the venue. Now, if it's in the day or different prices, sometimes it can go down, but let's do the high point there just in case. And then VBOCA does include video wall, furnishings, tables, chairs, even includes some centerpieces, so you don't have to have centerpieces, you just use candles. There's a lot of unique vases that are utilized in there. If you want to add some floral or if you want to add some logo branding or anything like that, let's do a basic decor for in there that we offer, which is about $2,500. Then we go over entertainment. Now that there's a sound system in there already, there's lighting in there already. So when you're hiring entertainment, this price comes down significantly, comes down a lot less depending on the MC. But let's say there you can get great entertainment for about $6,000. Okay, and that can even include a wow set and all that good stuff. Now here, this goes bye-bye, zero. Look how quick. And then here, you don't need printing. If you want a custom print in the front as they come in or a couple signs, but I'll give you a $500 budget for printing because you can do a couple cool signs and all that. And even already has a place to put the party favors. Now, so this planning service, you don't need a planner when you have it at V. It's incredible. It actually comes with the package. And a lot of those places that are already turnkey, you pretty much don't really need a planner. Sorry, planners, but it's not necessary that you do. However, there's certain venues you do need a planner because there's a lot of bringing in new vendors. But ones like VBOCA, even the venue, or if you use the loft, or if you use Pavilion Grill, or if you're using Sway Nightclub, you don't really need planning services. So there you go. Sometimes you do, but you really don't. Linens and tables, you don't need that. Some of it, like the loft, you might, and the venue or Sway, you might need it. But at VBOCA, you don't. So let's just do zero. Here, cocktail events. Now, you're going to want those still. Now, for photo booth, you don't have to spend as much because there's a cool photo booth at VBOCA. As far as a display, you still need to get a selfie station or something like that. But I'm going to just put this a little lower because it'll save some money there. Then we have photography. That's going to stay pretty much the same if you're doing video photography. Invitations, that's going to stay the same. Party favors are going to stay the same. Fun foods, we have fun foods there. Obviously, if you want something crazy, you can add it, but that's going to pretty much stay the same. Security is going to stay the same. Now, food and beverage, this comes down a little bit. So it's about $100 a head for adults, depending on the menu you pick. So that's going to save you money. This all stays the same. Now, look at the difference. $60,000. Huge difference. Massive difference. Now, how do I save more money? By changing this number. So let's go to 55 adults. And now you're down to under $60,000. Now, can you make this go under 40,000? That's the big deal. You know, how can you get this under 40? So where you're going to start are the big numbers. And right here, photography and video. Sorry, get rid of your videographer, keep your photographer. That's going to be the first thing that I would do, or just do a smaller video photography package. I like great photos. I do love video, but this is the way you're going to save. So let's say we budget $6,500 for photography. That drops it down really quick. Now, invitations, don't do crazy invitations. Do something more simplified. So let's go to $1,800. Don't do the desserts for the leaving at the event. So where's the desserts? The fun desserts. So the fun desserts are fun foods right here. Let's put that to 0. Okay, so now we're getting there, 43,000. Where else can you cut? A little bit on entertainment. Can you cut on the logo stuff? You don't necessarily need a picture. Let's go to 0. You don't need that stuff, so that's 42,000. Now, how do we get it less? It can be in the day, or you can minus the decor, because it already has some decorations in there, so you don't really need to have the decorations because it already has some beautiful pieces that are already included. That brings you down to $40,000. Look at that, $40,000. Now, obviously, this number will change a little bit because of the service fee being less, because you did less people. So let's do this at $2,800 with the taxes. You're at under $40,000. That's how you do a budget. Now, if you want to add more adults, watch how quick this goes up. We're going to go to 75 adults. Boom. And now you're at $42,000. So I hope this is helpful for everyone that's planning a mitzvah. And if you want to do a kids party, obviously sometimes you would do a kids party, you're still going to have some adults there, but you go here, and then you would get rid of the liquor, because that's going to be a expense that would be, well, actually you can keep it the same. And then now you're in the $30,000 range for a kids party. But that gives you an idea. This would drop down a little bit too. Actually, probably this doesn't drop down too much. But there you go. That's a kids party. So it gives you an idea. And now if you do your event in the day, this venue fee changes. So let's do $6,000. Now look at that. Boom, you're in $30,000 for a kids party. Now this would be an amazing event. The expectations will be great. You'll have a great time, great memories. And that's pretty much it. And if you want to add adults for that party in the day, let's go to 75 so you can see how it jumps up. Now you're at 40 grand for 75 adults. Now let's do this at 50 adults. Now, if you would like us to help you budget and get the most value on your event, feel free to contact us. Galaxy Productions has incredible services to help you establish a budget, work with you, and go over all the way to high-end events of how to establish a budget. Because even if you're trying to do a budget-conscious event, I think it should be budget-conscious no matter what type of event you're doing. You know, how big it's going to be. You still want to have a budget, and I can help you with all the formulas that we're able to use, and knowing with the knowledge that we have what things cost and what your expectations are on making your event happen. Hopefully this is helpful. I know this is about a 15-minute long video, but hopefully you learned something to help you plan your mitzvah. Thank you.